Alright, so we have the ability to make our character run, jump, die. You have coins. And the other things you need to add outside of, you've already went over, I guess this will be a good time to kind of talk about that just a little bit. Swapping out some of these assets. So when you start actually, I guess, actually creating your assets, it's the same as before. Now, you're going to have to create your coins, your platforms, the look of the trap outside of a basic geometric shape. That's not what I want to see. I want to see some actual design. Um, I'm not going to take the time to do that today just because of time. But, and it doesn't have to be necessarily complicated. It can be fairly easy. And you can use kind of a mix. So, let's say if I don't want to necessarily create it here, well, let me do this. Let's say I create just a square. And I want to use this I want to keep that. Let's copy and paste that. And let's, and I'm just going to do something very quickly to cool. Pathfinder, divide. So, not the super coolest design there, but And I'm going to make 2 variations of this before I group it. Maybe 3. And what I mean by variation is just color. Group. So one of the things you could do is you can use that for ground segments. I could also use this to make a larger ground segment that's kind of put together. So I can do that. And then doesn't have to be, make this the platform, but not this. I want some gray. Make it kind of metal-like. So C, capital F there. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get rid of that. And this, we're gonna make this outline darker. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And then what I might do is this outline here, effect, we should have stylize. I guess I'm going to just use a drop shadow. There we go. And let's create some rivets. And let's put in, let's use a drop shadow, radial. and that's my super duper platform. And it's not like you have to have one type of ground and this, that, and the other. You can vary it up. As for a checkpoint, I'm not really going to animate this. And granted, it can be, as long as it doesn't look like a basic geometric object. And granted, there's probably some people who'll see this and go, oh, this is kind of basic. Well, hey, I prefer to draw my stuff out and not an Illustrator. Um, Maybe that needs to be a little bit lighter. Cool. Let's see. Uh, B. Let's see. B. Oh, I kind of like that. And then, let's see. B. Yeah, maybe a filter, stylize. Oh, maybe quite not what I wanted, but that will just, I'm going to get rid of this effect. There we go. There we go. You can add more to it. Part of me thinks this needs, let's see. We'll group that. And then you can also kind of get your coins in there and all your other stuff that you're going to need to do that, and your traps and all of that. So, and essentially you're going to do the same thing that we did earlier. Now, I don't have all my stuff that I would like to put in here. I don't have my coin. That would be fairly nondescript for me. And sometimes I'm going to take this over here, and I'm going to convert this from process to spot color, which means there's no mixing of dyes, which for me makes this a little bit easier, because then I can make this a little bit lighter doing that. So I don't have to necessarily use a opacity. I'm using the spot color, and I'm just changing the value of the spot color because you can. And we won't do that. And maybe we can put like a dollar sign or something in here. And you can do whatever you kind of like. And you can also start putting your graphical elements in here if you also, well, on top of that, same thing as before. I don't know why I'm forgetting this. You need a background. So you need a nice little sky. maybe some clouds. And maybe you can put in some other elements like mountains or whatever you need. Let's scale this down some. That should be able to separate out fairly easy. Trap, depending upon what you want it to look like. Maybe we can make a box of holding. There we go. And then we can actually make our trap. We'll leave that separate. So we'll do this. And that can go on top of there. So that's my trap, or you can make a fire trap, or you can do a number of other things. And let's go ahead and save this.